Louisiana beer reviews. Ridgeway Brewing's Insanely Bad Elf, 11.2% alcohol in an 11.2 ounce bottle, the only bottle size they sell it in. By the time I post this video on Sunday, either I'll be celebrating a Tulane victory in the New Orleans Bowl or I'll be crying about a Tulane loss. Anyway, that's why I'm wearing this gear, because I'm going to the New Orleans Bowl tonight. Alright. This is one of their novelty beers. They also produce a lot of regular beers, but this is one of their elf beers, Christmas themed beers, which have those sort of cutesy titles and little stories, which I don't really like, but it doesn't matter. It's really about the beer, not if the presentation is smarmy or not. 2013 bottling, you can see vintage. I bought this at Martin Wine Cellar. It says it's an Imperial Red Ale, whereas the Criminally Bad Elf was a barley wine style ale. And I thought that was really outstanding. I loved it. I still have some left to drink. I was just really enamored by it. Okay, well, let's check it out. Okay, a lot of smoke. I don't know if you can see that. It's going to be about 80 degrees today. You can hear all that wind coming from the south, from the Gulf of Mexico, but we have a cold front coming through. It's still in Texas right now, but by tonight, in about 12 hours, it's going to be coming through, maybe sooner, and so it's going to drop down to about 39, high of about 55. Typical winter in southeastern Louisiana. It's the first day of winter right now. 21st, this will be posted, or the plans are for this to be posted on December 22nd. Rather thin, kind of soapy topped off-white head or cream colored head, and the appearance is clearer than the last one, although with this heavy condensation you can't really, well yeah, you can see through it if you wipe it away, and it's a brilliant orange or amber appearance, more amber than orange. The Criminally Bad Elf was more orange than amber. Okay, now when I opened that Criminally Bad, the aroma hit me right off the bat. That's not happening here. Let's go with the aroma. It's strong, but not as strong. This is much mellower. You're getting bread crust, breadiness, barley malt, and a little touch of fruit, but not a whole lot of smell coming out. Maybe this needs to warm. I'll say this though, there's nothing bad about the aroma. It's subtle, but it's good. It's fruity, it's bready, it's like a nice fruit cake. So, I like it. Let's go with the flavor. Okay, this is much more standardized than the Criminally Bad. This is more just like sweet barley malt, breadiness, bread crust, a little slight fruitiness, maybe like along the lines of Satsuma, something like that. The mouthfeel is similar in this way that it's to the Criminally Bad, that it's very light. It's light to medium, but it's surprisingly light for such a there's the sun. Won't be around for long. I mean, it's going to be around forever, but I'm talking about with the clouds. You would expect a heavier mouthfeel, so that's interesting that they pulled that off. Super high alcohol, but kind of light mouthfeel. This one is dry, on the dry side, whereas the Criminally Bad was on the wet side. And it's sort of rich, it's sort of sweet and all, but it's not too sweet or rich. It's, you know, this is a pretty mellow, low profile, easy drinking beer, and that is the danger with this. I mean, you could sip this down. I mean, let's get it straight. It's not as light as Bud Light or Coors Light or Highland's Old Style Light, something like that. I mean, you could chug those all day. You're not going to chug this, but you could sip it pretty fast and then You drink 2 or 3 of these, they're going to be dragging you off the floor and probably trying to talk you off the roof while you're carrying a sword and talking crazy. But I would never drink too many of these because I'm not paying all that money. This was like $3.99 a bottle, and 1 is enough. But I'll tell you what, it's very mellow and easy drinking, and it's very good. If you want to try a really strong beer that is not harsh in any way, this is the one. Cut it not harsh. I already drank someone equivalently bad. It is about 9:15 in the morning right now. It is not harsh. This thing is mellow like a beer that's mellow. Does have a little bit of that syrupiness coming in. I have to give this an A, a most excellent score. Most novelty beers I find fall flat. They're more insipid than good, but these, as ridiculous as their label design and their little cutesy stories and their little dumb names are, I have to admit that the beer itself is good. And after all, this is Louisiana Beer Reviews, not Louisiana Beer Label and Marketing Reviews. So I'm going to say most excellent. Buy it and try it. You're almost guaranteed to like it. It's a good deal. And oh, you can really feel the alcohol going. So yeah, definitely something to check out. And I'm gonna end this review by saying, y'all come on down to New Orleans, and you can't go to the New Orleans Bowl because that's over, but you can still come visit New Orleans and see all the exciting things. Les bon temps roulé. Share.